this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run, watch the run!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 55. We own it. We own it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
All day, every day.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high-percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Good job, King.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Garoppolo now looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at that 8-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Here we go. 180!
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Line 40! Rip left.
On first down, it's locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's locked. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, check. 56. Mike, 50. Hey, wahoo! 6. Here we go.
Throwing again is Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Close. Hey, Charlie.
Check 56. I know he ain't got it. Mike 56. Mike 56. What?
Reggie. Deuce.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Man left, man left. 4 down, check, check.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit it. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their own 21. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to float this over the middle deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to third down and 1.
The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 47-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Black 80!
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And Selleck here, left side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 31 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now Gold for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 52 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 17-14.
49ers 14.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for a 49er first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 34 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
56, Mike.
Luck on first down. Ebron caught left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck, throw left side complete. That's Mack. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw, and he's got his man Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Right, 622. Clock. 56 Mike.
They'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They will run again with Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Well, I don't know, Coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Get ready.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.